So for past few days, I have been thinking of cycling in Coimbatore, but the rains, the road, the traffic has been stopping me for some time, and suddenly, all of a sudden, I started hearing about Pedal Beat, a new team here in Coimbatore. So they offer indoor cycling fitness and fitness based on cycling exercises. So we have Mukund, the team lead, to talk to us regarding Pedal Beat and how cycling helps us in fitness. Hi Mukund, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So, how do you think cycling helps you? And start with, what is Pedal Beat?
Pedal Beat is an indoor cycling studio chain. We started this as a concept of indoor cycling as a group activity for people who want to work out in a group and who think cycling is a very good exercise. We think cycling is very good because it is low impact, it works your lower body, and it is one of the best exercises for cardiovascular health. From that perspective, we started this Pedal Beat. Started out with Chennai last year, and then we have expanded to Coimbatore from last December, and we have also locations in Bangalore and Hyderabad since then.
So when you talk about low impact, what do you mean exactly by low impact?
Cycling helps, when I mean low impact, for example, the rotation of your pedal does not give any impact on any of your joints. There are only two exercises which you can say are like that, which is swimming and cycling. So from that perspective, since it is low impact, this is something that can be done by people from ages of 15 all the way up to 70. I'm proud to say that we have two well-known, ex-army, ex-service personnel who work out with us in Coimbatore, who are above 65 and who are very regular and who have seen great improvements in their health since they've been working out with us for the last 5 months.
So I hear that you're also a mountain biker and everything. So how does outdoor cycling differ from indoor cycling? And mountain biking is quite rough and it's quite, I think, rigorous. So do you get the same kind of impact when you do it indoor?
Cycling outdoors is great fun. So we, the founders of Pedal Beat, were regular outdoor cyclists in Chennai. But for various reasons, conditions, weather, traffic, safety for some of the women that were finding it difficult to ride very early in the mornings by themselves, we looked at an option where we could still ride in a group but in an indoor conditioned controlled environment. So, any activity on a bicycle will definitely help outdoor riding, and one of our lead trainers here in Coimbatore, Deepak Samuel, has been a trainer with us from the day we started pretty much, and he has seen tremendous improvement in his outdoor cycling skills after having been a trainer with us for the last 6 months. So certainly indoor cycling helps you build your stamina and improves your cardiovascular health for riding outdoors. The high intensity training that indoor cycling is will help develop your low twitch fibers and your big core muscles of your lower body to be able to push yourself during an outdoor ride.
So talking about cycling, so what kind of cycling exercises do you run here?
Right. So we have sessions which are 45 minutes long, and each session consists of different components. You could be climbing a hill, you could be riding downhill, you could be riding a flat stretch at a very high speed, a sprint as we call it, or you could be doing a hover where you are doing an aerodynamic component just over the saddle. We make sure that each session of 45 minutes is different. We also have music that plays around, and our routines, as we call them, are curated with the music such that when the music slows down, you are actually standing up and pedaling at a slower rotations per minute, and when the music goes faster, that you're sprinting so that you keep up with the beats.
So there are many gyms across the city. So but Pedal Beat is something which is concentrating only on cycling. So how is this different from others, and how working out on particular exercise helps you?
Right. Traditionally, gyms are individual activity, so with lot more fitness consciousness and people wanting to lead a much more healthier lifestyle, it's difficult for individuals to find the motivation to go commit themselves to do an activity. Here, as a group activity, we feel more confident that you can bring your group of friends together and make it much more regular to work out. In terms of the body muscles that indoor cycling or spinning helps you to work, definitely every component of your lower body, your core because of your posture that you have while you sit on a bike, and release of endorphins, which helps you keep active all day. And the most important of all, it helps build your heart muscle, because the high intensity training allows you to push yourself to your heart rate limits, which are recommended. We have a heart rate monitoring system available for the first time in India that we have set up in all our studios. This helps you keep a live tab on your heart rate monitor as you work out. We have it on a big screen for everybody who is working out with us. So each individual can see what their heart rate is and compare it as against what others are doing, to make sure that you have an instant and honest feedback and to help you get the best of your workout. This is our rider Kadir. He's also a trainer with us. And as you can see, his heart rate, which I explained earlier, he is now at 83% of his max heart rate, where his current heart rate is about 158. And he has so far burned 63 calories. As I explained earlier, some of the routines that we have require a few activities on the bike. One, if you are climbing a hill, it's called a jump. Kadir, could you please do a jump? So you need to increase your resistance at the resistance knob and up and down. This definitely works your glute muscles, your quads and your ankles. And if you maintain a strong and hard core, it also helps you work your core as you do this.
To sign off, finish off. So we know many people will have a cycle at their home. They buy it, they use it for 1 or 2 months, then they leave it. So if there is a quick tip you would give them, so like to restart, what would that be?
As I said earlier, I think the best thing that works in today's world seems to be a group motivation rather than an individual's motivation. Doing any group activity is something that is more sustainable over the longer term rather than an individual motivating themselves to be regular. From that perspective, we think pick a group activity, pick an activity that is effective in the shortest time frame.
Thank you, Mukund. Thanks for all the best for all your future matches. Thank you.
Thank you very much.